Day 38. This morning I left the small so-called resort to find myself a better place. And I'm now at Zamboan, at another resort. And the truth is that this is not ideal either. This cabin is very old. It's actually meant for 3 people. So it's a little bit more expensive than what I had at the village of yesterday. I don't even remember the name anymore. However, my air conditioning is working and other things are also kind of sort of working. But still, I'm only going to stay here one night because there's just not enough around this place. This evening for dinner, it took me like half an hour to get a dinner place I sort of trust, and that actually was a mistake because my vegetables were way too salty. It was like eating solid seawater, and there were strange hairs in my dumplings. And no, there's no laundromat in this village, and there's just not enough around. And this resort is a bit too expensive for my taste, 1,600 pesos per night. However, there are Filipinos hanging around here, and this evening I had a chat with a group of Filipinos, and I had a blast. It was really fun, and telling them stories, and they're telling me stories. It's just fun. This village is quite beautiful. As usual, it's the Philippines, so there's actually quite a bit of potential here. Just has difficulty actually manifesting. Earlier today, this was so cool. There was a guy that made his own fishing gear with some garbage. A can and a small piece of a slipper and a little bit of dough, and the only things that weren't garbage was the fish line itself and the hook. But with basically zero investment, he was fishing and catching his own dinner. And this is the Philippines, so he was not only catching his dinner, he was also making enough money to potentially buy something else, like a bit of rice or some fruit, who knows. He was actually making his way. People are creative here. They can make a bit of money with nothing. And that generally can be done here because the wages are so low that it becomes interesting to do the simplest things that only require a bit of creativity. It's fascinating. There's also, as I told you that there's so much potential here that isn't manifesting, but it's a pleasure to see these people make ends meet. And tomorrow I'm going to travel further south because there's just not enough going around here. I saw some signs that 30 kilometers down south there's a mall, and I'll see if I can get to that, because if there's a mall, there's probably also other services available, like good food, a laundry service, stuff like that, things I can use, and that's just not here. There are nice places to visit, like some falls and some nice countryside roads that, at least on the map, seem to be well paved. So there are places to visit here, but I don't intend to do this from this place. This cabin is also just too old for my taste. However, it was a decent day. It's also noteworthy that although I might sound fairly fit, I feel a little bit feverish. So I'm going to have to take good care of myself and see where it goes. I don't know why I feel feverish. I do know that I was rained wet until drenched yesterday, so that might be the problem. I did some swimming in the sea yesterday and the day before yesterday, so maybe I accidentally swallowed a bit of seawater that disagrees with me. I don't know. This morning I wanted a drink at a place that could only offer caffeine-based drinks. The irony is that it was a milk tea place, so there wasn't any tea at the tea place. You know how things are in the Philippines. Well, that's it. See you tomorrow.